Okay, so the first kind of session you're going to see is something that we call mixed mode. So you're basically going to be mix and matching different modalities, which is just an activity like step-ups, running, rowing, riding the aerodyne, or a bicycle, whatever it may be. This just breaks up the monotony of aerobic training because it already is pretty monotonous at that low intensity. It's not super exciting. Do your best to stick with our prescribed modalities. But like I said, if you had to swap something out because you don't have a certain tool, you can always repeat the same one. And honestly, if you had to, you could just run the entire duration. And that would be very, very specific to a running specific athlete. But today, for example, aerodyne, okay, if you know of an aerodyne, a rower is gonna be fine. We have step-ups and running. The idea of a step-up, we can use a bench if we want or a small box, but this right here is just a pump cover from Home Depot. Very effective, pretty inexpensive. And a step-up is simply just stepping up and then stepping down. One of the things about the step-up is that it might not be intense enough, depending on your level of fitness, to even get your heart rate to that minimal heart rate of 55%. If that's the case, feel free to go ahead and add some type of external loading, 25-pound backpack, 25-pound dumbbell, 25-pound kettlebell. But typically when done in conjunction with running, your heart rate will stay where it needs to be. Okay, we're also going to finish these sessions off with 2 different durability exercises, strengthening exercises for both the shoulders and the hips. Okay, the first one's going to be shoulder hand jobs. We're going to lie on the ground for this one. We've got a 5-pound plate, 2.5 pounds works as well, depending on how strong you are. We're going to lie down. I'm going to make a right angle with this upper arm, and I'm going to pin my elbow down to my hip. From here, I'm going to go thumb up. I'm going to start in this parallel position right here. And I'm simply going to lift up and then come down. So it's going to be a very short, tight range of motion with this exercise, and it's not going to look like this. We're going to drop it down and swing it up. So my shoulder blade's not moving, the big muscles in my back aren't doing the work. Very specific muscle groups inside the shoulder joint are doing this exercise, and it's going to help stabilize the shoulder. From there, band walk. You can get these from French Sport. It's basically a large rubber band is all it is. If you don't have a band, you're just lazy, you should just get one. They're fairly inexpensive. But you can also get a bicycle tube, tie a knot in it, and use that. For the band walk, we're gonna pop this over our feet. Between the knees and ankles is fine, anywhere in that range. Get an athletic stance here, okay, hands out in front. And I'm simply gonna step out and then step in. Step out, step in. I wanna keep my torso fairly vertical and not do this. So I don't wanna counterbalance and throw my shoulders one way to do the work for me. I want that glute med, that little side butt right there, to actually be doing the training and conducting the exercise. I'll go the prescribed distance or duration one way, and I'll repeat the opposite way. This structure or format will repeat over the next 3 or 4 weeks. So we're not gonna have a video, simply do the same thing. It's just gonna get a little bit longer.